What is going on, guys? Basco Show here. Welcome back to a new Shadow Legends video. I finally built the best Farakin team that I could possibly build. It's one of the best that is available right now, and the missing key that I was missing was the Lady Mikage, the mythical champion. I didn't have another proper Alata champion, and since I fused it during the CVC, I made this team. And now, guys, that's it, it's done. Farakin couldn't be easier. I'm so happy because this was my last and final goal of the game. Just make Farakin easy, you know, like less than 2 minutes. I'm gonna try and push to get as close as possible to 1 minute runs. It's just about gears pretty much, trying to speed up the waves a little bit, and that's it. It's just about the waves. So before we jump into the showcase, guys, let me tell you this, okay? I'm not here to show off with the two nuts. I'm gonna go into a deep guide about this team, and I'm gonna tell you the replacements, and I'm gonna tell you what you can do if you don't have double nuts. I promise you, okay? So stay with me, listen to what I say, and maybe you can understand what you need in order to achieve and do this team. So the first question that probably you guys gonna ask me in the comment section will be, do I need two nuts? No, you don't need two nuts. Currently, the best team that we have right now available is this team right here. Okay, maybe you have another Alata champion over here instead of Lonadaril, but you have champions like Genzin, you have champions like Kuetsa, you have champions like Foley. You have a proper DPS that can speed up the waves, and then it's gonna do pretty much the same amount of damage that a Gnut can do with day 3, but instead of using day 3, those champions they're gonna use day 1s from their ally attack, and they're gonna take one single turn and they're gonna do like 300,000-400,000 damage. Okay, so you can swap the second nut for one of those DPS that I mentioned. I'm gonna go deep into them later, but you gotta remember this: if you don't have two nuts, your gear requirements are way higher. I'm talking about whale level gears, guys. I can't even build a champion like that. You need ascension with blessing, you need empowerment, guys. Crazy big. You need to have every champion dealing high damage in order to compensate for the missing A3 from the second nut. And nut with the A3 can deal more than 1.6 million damage. So you need to find a way to do that 1.6 million with the 2 ally attack when the shield is open, and then the champion has to take an extra turn and do a set amount of damage. Okay, so that's the only way you can do without two nuts. So can I build this team? No. If you have a better gear than me, you have better account than me, you probably can. So like I say, a champion like Foley, a champion like Genzin, a champion like Kutrexa, or even a Coldheart can be used to do this. Okay, and my next goal will be to do a team like that. I'm gonna try and tell you if you can build a team like that without having a super crazy like account, okay? Because that's the problem about this team. If you have two nuts, you need immense amount of gear. So I'm gonna leave this topic about Coldheart for another video. I'm gonna try and build this team, and then I'm gonna showcase it, and even if I fail, I'm just gonna showcase it and put out there why I can do it. Now, next question: can you use Farakin the Fat instead of one of those two champions? And the answers are two. Okay, the first one is no, if you don't have blessing with Phantom Touch on your team. So if you have the exact situation like me where you don't want to use Phantom Touch because you don't want, or because you don't have Ascension, you can't use Farakin the Fat, because Farakin the Fat doesn't attack, so you're gonna miss one hit, and that means you're not gonna be able to open up the shield, and I'm gonna show you in the video. So you can't use Farakin the Fat, but you can use him if you have 3-4 champion with Phantom Touch, at least level, you know, 3, 4, 5 star, 6 star, a bit higher chance to put the Phantom Touch. So you need one hit, but then it's gonna also be RNG if for the, you know, you get crazy unlucky, you don't proc the Phantom Touch on those 2 ally attack, you might lose the fight. So we have enough hit with 2 ally attack, and yeah, Farakin the Fat can only be used with high ascension Phantom Touch teams. What other replacement you can use? At the moment there are only 4 allied tag champions that bring the whole team. 2 are those 2, the other 2 are Cardiel and Longbeard. So use those 4 if you have them. And Farakin the Fat is the 5th best one. So if you have high Phantom Touch, go for it. The team will be a bit slower at the waist, but you can still do it. So now that I covered this, because I know this is usually the most common question that gets at the end of the videos about Fahrenheit. Can I use, Farakin the Fat? Do I need double nut and stuff like that? I answered this question already, and now I'm gonna talk you through the run so you can see for yourself what do you need in terms of gear. Okay, let me start the run and then I'm gonna show you the preset. So the waves, if you can obviously kill them very quickly, don't worry about it, just make it to the boss. I killed them quickly, so I need to block certain skill. So one of my nuts can use is A3, because otherwise he might not take a full turn and he might not get it unlocked. And also the ally attack. If you know that your team is fast, maybe you have to block the ally attack from one of the 2 champions. I think I only use the first one on the first wave with Lady Mikage, but then I don't use any of those again. And like you can see, it's kind of quickly the way I kill the waves. It's gonna take me less than a minute, and I think this is usually like, it can be even 21 turns, so it's a bit on the one of the slowest, but doesn't matter. Like I said, the most important thing is when you get to the boss. So we're gonna open up with the ally attack, and then we're gonna use another ally attack, and you can see how I don't break the shield straight away. There's missing 3 tick, and then this nut is gonna go and it's gonna drop the thermometer right there, and then the slowest nut is gonna use the 3 reset, Lady Mikage follow up, ally attack, and because I got 2 nut, I can decrease the thermometer by a lot, and then another ally attack, and we completely deplete the thermometer, and now the 2 nut, they're gonna do the A3 again. So if you have if I would have a little bit more damage overall on my team, I would have probably killed him straight away, but usually that's what happened. I usually don't use the Reaper, I just kill him with Lunatary damage. I don't need the Reaper on Lunatary. I might change it for Phantom Touch, but I wanted to do this video first to show you that you don't need Phantom Touch. I'm gonna go again to see and to show you also how consistent this is. I don't think this run has many chance of failing. I probably just need to adjust one thing, and that's when the nut gets the first turn against the boss and you open up the shield and it decreases the thermometer. If I would have like an extra hit from Phantom Touch, I know that my nut can't fail that, because I don't know if my nut's gonna get like the 3%. Maybe it's not gonna drop the thermometer of the boss, and maybe the boss might take a turn. I'm not sure. So that's, I think, is the only risk that I have. So I might just try to fix that, but I need Phantom Touch. So after this, I might just swap Lunataril and get him Phantom Touch, and I should be fine. Okay, we go 25 turn this time instead of 26. And yeah, same thing, just ally attack, and then we go to 3 hit. And this now, that's the moment I was telling you about. So if my nut doesn't place the freezes here because he get the 3%, would I fail the run? I'm not sure. So that's the only thing that is a bit scary, but if I can fix that, I should be totally fine. We gotta resist there, but like I said, now we're going again with the ally attack, and it's just like, just a beauty. And then bam bam bam, and maybe that's maybe enough for okay, no, look, literally like a little bit of damage, and that's it. He looks so smooth, guys. I'm in love. I'm literally in love. Now I can, like, sleep happy. I don't have to struggle with this boss ever again. And I used to have like a pretty good team, right? But it was 3 minutes long. This is just like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay guys, now I'm gonna jump into the preset, and please don't flag me. The gear requirement, especially for the speed, are very high, but overall my champions are not super crazy build in terms of damage like the other whales out there. They use like I said at the beginning of the video, with Genzin, Krexa or Foley or whatever champion they use. But yeah, the gear requirement are pretty fast, and I'm gonna also talk you about the speed in this section, because here we already have the plus 20 that I have from the bonus area. So I'm gonna talk to you about the speed here, the turn order, but then I'm gonna show you the build after that with the damage and everything. So Lady Mikage, for my understanding, you need to be around 360. I think maybe 360 is the minimum required for this, but it also depends from how slow is your slowest champion. So my Prince Kamar after the 20 speed is at 273. I know some other players, they use a Kamar at 233 and then plus 20 gets to 253. So maybe because they use the slowest speed on Kamar, they need to have the fast champion faster. So because I build my Kamar sort of like 20 speed over the boss, maybe 355 will be good as well. So basically it's a sync between your fastest champion, your Prince Kama, because Prince Kama is gonna boost and then Lady Mikage is gonna go again. So yeah, 360 worked for me, and then I keep upgrading the gears and I got another 5 speed. But yeah, 355 might work as well. So you need 335 before the bonus area, and that's the speed on your Lady Mikage. And then what we're gonna let her do pretty much is just the A1 we open up with this skill, and then she's never gonna use it again, but just gonna block it. And then we're just gonna use the A2 on the waves. I saw some people, they actually swap her form here and they go to the form where she can use this skill, the stun, so you can stun Rio and she's not gonna heal or something like that. But I don't do that. I think you know, the metaphor has also animation, and then you have to use the metaphor here again to get it to the base form, so you're gonna lose maybe like, you know, a couple of seconds. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna use day 2 and day 1, and then I'm gonna open up with this skill at the boss, the ally attack. Okay, and I don't know if you realize, but I haven't booked my Lady Mikage because you don't need books, and I'm gonna also talk about it after. I'm gonna show you the build. Now Lunator is the second fastest, I believe. Yes, is at 300 speed, 320 with the bonuses, and he only is gonna use this skill once in the first wave, and then he's gonna use this one open up on the second wave, and then he's gonna open up with the ally attack at the boss. Very simple. And then let's talk about, yeah, Kaimar is the slowest of the team, 253, 273 with the bonus, and he's just gonna use the one. Just the one. I'm trying to do another setup before, but no, just use the one. And another thing, I'm gonna show you, what is it here? No books, guys. This is my second Kaimar. You don't need books. If you wanna put in books, get him. He's gonna do 20% more damage with the one, but no books, guys. So block everything and then open up with this skill at the boss. Now this one here is the fastest Gnut. I got him at 300 speed as well, same like Lunatoril. So it's gonna open up with the A3, and I'm gonna block this skill, but then this skill here, the A3, he's not gonna use in the first turn at the boss, so you can actually use it in the second wave, because then Karma is gonna reset him. Okay, so use it because you can get one shot to one of the enemy with this, and then at the boss you're gonna open up with this skill, and then it's gonna use this when Karma reset. Okay, so very simple. A2, A2, A3, you let it go, and then A1 to open up the shield. And then we got the slowest Gnut that is at 262, 282 after the bonus, and you're gonna open up with this skill as well, A2, and then you're gonna do the A2 again, and you're gonna block the A3. Okay, he can't use it because he needs to open up with this skill at the boss. And that's it, that's the preset, guys. So this preset works for me because I have this kind of speed. If you would have like another champion set or not, maybe you can set up that champion to go straight after the ally attack, so you can open up the shield and then you can set up the slows not to be at the same speed and do this. Or I don't know, like you gotta see for your team. This speed work for me, and I like them because they're higher, they're 20 speed higher than the boss, so it give me room to make sure that I can get turn, I can follow up with my champions. Now let's talk about the gears. In order to get a speed run like I did, and it's not even the fastest run, guys, yeah, it's just like, you know, it's fast and it's reliable, but it's not under a minute or anything like that. You need to have damage on all your champion, and you know, you're trying to do what you can. I got my Lonadari with 82,000 HP. I don't even have crit cap, and I got 255 critical damage. I also benefit because I have a 5-star blessing on it, but like I said, I might change this. Actually, if I change it with Phantom Touch, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm still gonna benefit for this. But what you need for him is to go at the speed that I showcase now. That is basically between 320 to 330, and trying to build with damage. He has an AoE skill that he can do on the ways. He can help you with the speed of the run, but yeah, not much to say about him. I got it with Head Smasher and trying to get, you know, all the extra damage that I possible can. And for me, it's the best ally attack champion because it's currently the only one that I have. And then I just got Lady Mikage. If I would have Longbeard, I would have used Longbeard because Longbeard is an attack based champion. It's gonna do more damage. It has, like, you know, better multipliers, plus it benefits from the increased attack up from Lady Mikage. So if you have Longbeard, you actually have a better ally attack champion, or Cardiel as well. He does crazy amount of damage. So Leonardo does very little damage compared to the other ones, but it still does the job, and I'm just gonna leave him like that. Now let's talk about Lady Mikage. She needs to be the fastest. I still have to upgrade these two pieces right here, and I also need to take it to level 60. Her stat look like this at the moment. I'm trying to get, you know, high attack, but obviously it's not easy because I have, you know, a very high speed. But hopefully one day I can get to around 4,000 just from like upgrading those gears and getting to level 60, and then maybe with the ascension I can get to 4,500. And I think if I do that, it's gonna be like no problem. I can, you know, shot the boss with the A3 of Gnut, the final A3 of Gnut, and that's it. I got it with critical rate gloves, and you know, I got him with the critical damage where I could, and that's it. You don't need accuracy. I got accuracy because I was thinking to use it also for arena, but I don't have the books yet, so I might do this in a later video. I can book her. I got 7 books for mythical champion, but because she doesn't need them for the Far Night, I didn't use them. And I'm gonna show you some pieces of this gear. They're actually like crazy. You know, you need basically like triple speed everywhere. Look at that, triple speed. You got double speed. You got double speed with max roll, and you got speed and speed here. So it's a very, very endgame gear. Also here I got triple speed. So it's not easy to do, but those are the speed, guys. There's nothing you can do about it. If you want to do this team, you need to have a champion that speed 360. Or if you have a Cardiel, you can benefit from his aura. So maybe your champion, they can be at 345, the fastest. So if you have a 345 with the aura and the base speed, maybe you can go to 360. Unfortunately, there is no way around it that I know. So it depends where you are with the gear. You might need to strip maybe your arbiter or something, I don't know. But yeah, you need the speed on those two champions. It's mandatory. And then if you have a champion like Ronadari at 320, trying to have the next champion like, you know, 20 speed less max, and then the other champion 20 speed less, so at least the funnel doesn't cut you in. Now the Gnut, I showed them in many videos. They build like this. They actually build really good. I've been looking at all the content creators show off they Gnut, and they have around 4,000 defense. My defense is actually really high. I just noticed that they have more than critical damage on me, around 300, but I think it's better to have more defense as well. You know, you have to do a balance of the two. So these are my Gnut. It's a fully booked, obviously. These are the mastery. I went with this one here. I might maybe change it for a Giant Slayer one day. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna leave it like that. It works. I know I can do a bit extra damage with the ones, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. And I forgot to show you the mastery of Lady Mikage. It's very similar to the one from Lonataril. I went this way to get the War Mask, and then I went on this way on the right to get the more accuracy. And then the second Gnut is being in little. Same thing. I got over 5000 defense. 260 damage, but obviously that's more damage because I ignored the defense. And yeah, fully booked. And these are his masteries, very similar to the one that I just showcased on the other Gnut. And let's talk about Kama. Kama was the last champion that I have to build for this, and I have to build it in Savage. But you don't have to. If you wanna try to speed up those waves, you have to build it with high damage and in your defense set. But the damage, look at that, I only have him with 4000 and what, almost 4200 attack, 253 speed and 242 damage, so it's nothing crazy. I lost a lot of accuracy for him, so I don't know if now I'm gonna probably struggle with the Doom Tower, the final stages, because I was relying on him on sleeping the enemy. I made this like low speed team for the Doom Tower waves, but I don't know if it's gonna use that, but I don't care. I can fix that somehow. The most important thing for me is just that he's able to help me with the waves. He doesn't have books, and I don't intend to book him anytime soon. And these are the mastery, very similar to the one from Lady Mikage. You just go down War Master here, trying to get extra damage from these ones, and then get some accuracy from the support tree. Now, going back to the topic about the substitute, guys, I think Genji is the best. He does so much damage. You can one shot the waves with this skill. Obviously, I'm talking about the video of the whales that I've seen. They have like +3, +4, 6-star blessing, etc. It's crazy amount of damage. So Genji is the best. But I know that you can also use Foley, because basically you can use any nuke that has 3 or 4 hit on the one, and then you need to have like AoE that does a lot of damage for the waves, and also for the boss, because you need to use one skill to do, you know, a lot of damage in order to compensate for the lacking of the enemy match HP skill that Gnut does, and this 1.6 million. Quitrexa is another champion that you can use. She's the champion that has the best A1 in the game. She does so much damage. Look at that, in your 50% of the defense. If you have it with the right set and the right master, you can in your 100% of the defense with this skill. And then also this skill does a lot of damage as well. I'm not sure if Quintus will work, because his quad hit I don't think works in the Fire Knight. I tested, and the shield of the boss is considered as a buff, so you're not gonna do a quad hit. Maybe you do 3 hit, I can't remember, I need to double check again. But yeah, maybe 2 or 3 hit, and then it might work. But I think his 2 hit is not gonna be enough for the boss. So I'm gonna test him and let you know in the next upload that I'm gonna do about Fire Knight, because I'm gonna try again and use Coldheart and also Quintus. I think, yeah, this 4 hit is gonna be amazing on the shield of the boss, and then you can use this skill twice. That means that you can do 580,000 and then another 580,000. So you need overall only another 500,000 from your other champion to do to kill the boss, basically. Okay, so it's not 1.6 million anymore. It's gonna be only 500,000, around 500,000 with Coldheart. So I think Coldheart might be the best, like, you know, free to play sort of team. Obviously you need to pull Kamar as well. You need Kamar if you want to reset and do damage on the waves. But for this team that I showcase, having a Coldheart here, it will be kind of like the closest team to free to play that you can possibly build that has a very low like time, okay, like a speed run budget team. Okay guys, I think I covered everything. You know, I got the 2 champion with the Reaper. I don't know if I'm gonna change that. I think I have to, obviously, because otherwise what they're gonna, I mean, it's not gonna be useful for them. But I don't know, because I actually don't need anything else. But I reckon Phantom Charge is gonna be my best friends, especially on Lunatary, because I have 5 stars. But I'm probably gonna do it in the next video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, please. Let me know your team. Let me know if you can replicate that, if you have 2 Gnuts or you have one of the other champions that I mentioned. Obviously the Megage is not easy to get yet. I was kind of lucky with my pulls and I got the epics that I was missing, but you know, you're gonna hopefully get it one day, and once you get it, you can try and do this. It's just like game changing. Be able to farm, like, you know, the highest stages of Farna and get the good gear is gonna improve your account a lot. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a like if you enjoy this content, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you soon with another video. Peace.